Item: SCP-421. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-421 is contained near Sector 28 by means of a steel anti-submarine net positioned across the mouth of the bay found at M. The net is to be examined for damage weekly by Sector 28 staff, or immediately upon observation of abnormal behavior of SCP-421. Civilian shipping should be prevented from entering the bay. Nautical charts have been altered to indicate the presence of subsurface rocks dangerous to vessels throughout the area. The bay containing SCP-421 has been dredged by Foundation vessels to allow for simulation of a deep-sea environment, as it is believed this encourages SCP-421 to remain docile. SCP-421 should be fed on a bi-monthly basis. Standard feed consists of a wooden fishing vessel, typically at least 15 meters in length and preferably in a dilapidated condition. The feed vessel should be floated out into the middle of the SCP-421 bay before being scuttled. It is noted that SCP-421 could theoretically consume significantly more material than it is currently provided with. Current feeding protocols are designed to maintain the total mass of SCP-421 at the present level. Description: SCP-421 is an organism comprised entirely of driftwood and other oceanic waste. The exact configuration of the organism appears to be in constant flux, but typically consists of a centralized body of relatively tightly packed driftwood surrounded by a shoal of smaller organisms similar in appearance and behavior to fish. Individual members of the shoal are regularly subsumed or created from the main body and have demonstrated no ability to reconfigure themselves while separated from the bulk of SCP-421. It is hypothesized that SCP-421 possesses a hive intelligence similar to that observed in social insects. Members of the SCP-421 shoal are able to travel independently for km, beyond which they lose integrity and are reduced to simple driftwood with no known anomalous properties. Though typically docile, SCP-421 requires a regular supply of fresh wood to maintain its mass. The role of the shoal appears to be to locate suitable material and transport it to the main body, within which it rapidly becomes indistinguishable from the wider mass of driftwood. Sources of this wood vary. SCP-421 has been observed harvesting wood from shipwrecks and collecting material floating at the ocean surface. SCP-421 has also been recorded assaulting ships, with the shoal typically ramming against a single point below the waterline until the target capsizes before stripping the vessel of all wooden components within reach. SCP-421 was first encountered in 197, following the unexplained destruction of a yacht owned by Data expunged. Survivors reported sailing through an unexpected mass of driftwood that appeared to be moving against the prevailing current. Soon after initial contact with the mass, the yacht was hauled and rapidly began to sink. Reports that the driftwood appeared to be dragging parts of the yacht beneath the surface were dismissed by local investigators but attracted the attention of the Foundation, who assumed responsibility for the case. An extensive underwater survey eventually found some traces of the wreck of the yacht. An estimated 80% of the vessel's wooden structure was missing. Sporadic reports of similar incidents continued throughout the next 2 decades, during which time SCP-421 is believed to have been responsible for the loss of vessels a year. SCP-421 was captured in 199 and moved to its current containment location. Since this date, reports of events similar to its attacks have been recorded. It is speculated that at least one more wild shoal still exists.